So Ryan, Bill, great to see you back at the User Exchange.
You too, Matthew.
Thanks very much. How has it been for you? And I suppose the question I'm thinking about, obviously we work together with a number of our customers. It's been awesome to have you guys supporting them with your strategic consulting to help them maximize their investment in Nuix. What would you say has been the thing that stood out most from the conference that you're thinking you'll be able to take into the coming months to enable you to deliver an even stronger service to those clients?
Well, so this is technically my 5th Nuix User Exchange.
Yeah.
So one of the things that's really, I think, impressive to me is how well Nuix has evolved while staying true to what it was built to do in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that really stood out to me was John Bargel's session on Nuix in the cloud, and particularly the cloud licensing server.
Right.
I think that that's going to have a significant impact on teams being able to build a certain baseline and then surge to hit new incoming projects. And I think that just builds a lot of agility into teams and means that they can focus on being the best project managers and being the best investigators they can be. And it takes some of the pressure off to be also architects of Nuix.
Sure.
I mean, at the end of the day, what I really try and get our clients to do is focus on driving down the marginal cost and creating flexibility in terms of what types of licenses you have access to. Really makes that a lot easier. So I'm excited to see Nuix doing that.
Absolutely. I think that ties in perfectly to the project work that you guys do using the Nuix UCRT to truly demonstrate that return on investment and to help optimize the configuration of an environment. And certainly, Ryan, you on the technical side have really gotten into the weeds there. What are you most looking forward to now with the skills and experience you've picked up from this week?
Yeah, I think some of the things that I noticed as takeaways for the sessions that I attended were we're certainly starting to see a lot more progression towards automation. So there are a number of tools out there, either inside of Nuix or as third-party tools. That's really the big push. And then I think in concert with the cloud licensing model, you start to get a whole different cohesive environment there where you have the ability to spin up those 500 servers in AWS and then go grab those 500 licenses that you need and do those projects in an automated fashion, right? So you start to kind of combine all of that together, and now you're really cooking with Crisco.
Totally.
Well, and I think the thing that's really exciting about it is, you can look at it one way and say, well, how does that affect me and my job? But the other way to look at it is, does that mean that more people are able to invest in e-discovery solutions? Does that mean that information governance, large information governance projects become economically feasible? Because at the end of the day, if you're able to drive down the cost of processing, more projects become worth tackling. Totally. And so I think if I'm looking at it from where does a career go, there's a lot of interesting perspectives, and we're already starting to see more people using Nuix for non-standard use cases, and to me that's really exciting.
Absolutely.
The cloud licensing model is a very customer-friendly thing to do. In terms of that flexibility that you just talked about there, like, hey, we know Nuix, we have it for e-discovery purposes, now we have access to this new model that allows us to do these special projects, but then also in the fundamental delivery of the license for a new customer coming on, that was a little bit of a difficult handoff sometimes, with the soft dongles and the physical dongles. And so now you've built kind of a better customer experience, I think, by deploying licenses in a cloud capacity.
Totally. Yeah, that accessibility to, not just the software, through ease of use and the licensing availability in the cloud, but also, the increase in data and the increased scope of what's in there.
Right.
I like how you put it, Bill. Going to make more and more projects become a priority.
And I think they're the types of projects that people are going to be able to build careers on, right? I mean, I think if you're talking about doing yet another e-discovery project, no one's going to become a hero in this industry by being the guy who figures out the next e-discovery project. But if you're the guy who figures out how to use Nuix to do rolling cleanup from an information governance perspective, that's really interesting. You'll be invited to talk at conferences about that. If you're the guy who figures out how to leverage the Nuix engine to ingest material that's coming out of the adaptive security stuff. That's going to be really interesting. And that's, I think, how people can take advantage of this stuff to start to explore new areas that are going to take them in interesting directions. So that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah. And you're really moving towards that total data intelligence platform.
Well,
that we've heard a lot
you
about.
guys are.
Well,
we're just happy to see it happening.